Yeah, so in New York, they promised that the government will create supermarkets for people, right? Because they have these thing called food deserts, like areas where there's absolutely no supermarket to buy anything, and so people have to drive miles in order to get to the nearest place where there's food. And if you want delivery, no delivery guy goes in there, right? And so it is a problem that leftists were blaming on racismus. Okay. Well, now the government has created the supermarkets. The supermarkets ended up costing the taxpayer over $14 million. And I don't think like the Democrats have racismus, right? I mean, the business was literally there. They were paid by the government to sell stuff. And despite that, they shut down. Now, what should happen, right, in a normal, sane society would be for the academics to gather around and say, wow, shit, like we were wrong. Apparently, it wasn't racismus. Well, what else could have been, right? But they don't want to have that conversation. I wonder why. And so instead, you get a very emotional, heartbreaking interview from Fox. You can listen to it here.
I know the struggle. I was there. I saw it. So it's like, man, another blow to the community, and ain't nothing we can do about it.
Again, we have nothing. So I don't know what we're going to do.
I never understand America saying they have nothing with a massive car behind them. Like, it is what it is, but my Eastern European mind just doesn't understand.
There's nothing around here. No stores.
You literally have a car behind. There is something gonna. Like if I were to take them in an Eastern European village where they don't even have the horse and carriage, I wonder like how would they say those people live? Like seriously, I even had like an American contacting me and say like, Novi, you don't understand. Like you need a car to go to work, and it's like, no, you don't understand. There are places where people literally, physically cannot afford a car. Like, do you understand this, right? So, like, if this person says they have nothing, then those people have what exactly? Because they have even less. And there is nothing below nothing, right? Like, nothing is supposed to be a zero. So I think they have something. But anyway, right, it's just like my problem, growing up in Eastern Europe, like seeing people surrounded by amenities and various things saying they have nothing, to me it sounds a little bit ungrateful. But anyway, interesting how Fox News doesn't want to post videos like this, and if you go on TikTok or if you go on the internet, it's filled with them, right? And so you wonder, like, why is this a thing, though? Like, why is this happening? And the answer for why it's happening is because the lawmakers have allowed it to happen, right? And so in California, for example, they decided that if a person steals under $1,000, it should be a misdemeanor, not a crime, and the police shouldn't be able to chase him. And you have actual books on Amazon, like prestigious books, right? In the era where censorship and safety is a thing, where we need to censor anime because it's unsafe, books like In Defense of Looting are actually allowed to circulate. And you have like people saying that the police are bastards and that the law is white supremacy. And so I don't blame this gentleman. I would probably do what this gentleman does as well. Like if you have a society which is basically saying that, no, you're just a victim of white supremacy and this is actually fighting against the man, like, sure, I would probably do this as well. In fact, I'm surprised he's not taking things that are more valuable. Like, why is he taking all of this? I assume, like, he may have a fence, right? Like, someone that is willing to buy this from him. But the only thing that shocks me is that he didn't bring some friends. Like, why would you do it alone, right? Like, the law says you personally cannot steal more than $1,000, but you bring like 6 or 7 people and together, right? Like each individual one steals 900 and there you go. So if anything, I wish that this gentleman would contact me. Like I could give him some tips. But like this is one of the reasons why you have the stores shutting down. It's not the main reason, but it's one of them. Why? Well, the left says, well, they have insurance. Yes, exactly. They have insurance. Insurance prices, when you do this, go up. And eventually, these stores realize that they can't pay for that insurance. The insurance doesn't print money. I'm not sure if leftists are aware of this, but like they also have a finite amount of resources. And if every single store they insure would do this, that would be a problem. The second thing, and I looked it up, is food stamps, right? Like food stamps is going down. And so like these stores do not have the revenue anymore because the people with the food stamps cannot buy from the stores. Now, this isn't entirely false. Like, I'm pretty sure the food stamp going down is probably affecting the sales over there. But from what I gathered, like, these stores already had $500,000 in debt for electricity bills, for gas price, for other things, right? And so it's not that the food stamps was the first problem. But if you want to talk about the food stamps, fine, let's talk about the food stamps. Why are so many black people unemployed? Because I actually looked at the historical trend, and it seems that in the 80s and in the 70s, the black community had actually more jobs than it has now. Interesting, isn't it? So, like, how do the Democrats justify that they support H-1B visas and migrants and other people when you have your population on food stamps? Like, I'm looking at these individuals from the interview, right? Like, they don't seem like people that are crippled. They don't seem like individuals that wouldn't be able to work at an Amazon stacking crates. I mean, this gentleman, right? Like, he would probably make a really good courier, wouldn't he? Right? You would probably make like a really good delivery guy. And so the question is, why isn't the government looking at this and thinking like maybe instead of giving food stamps, we should find a way to motivate these individuals to work? I mean, look how good this guy would be in construction, huh? Well, look at the speed and the efficiency that he is displaying here. Maybe he can work at the factory that does wine or something like that, huh? Am I wrong? Look, I mean, he's working with very fragile objects. Like any of these things could break. But he manages to work efficiently without breaking a single one of them. I'm just saying, it's not like these individuals cannot find jobs. But if the government doesn't even consider this a problem, right, and the only solution is more food stamps, well, of course, that the moment that the economy cannot afford the food stamps, and they go down by even 25%, is going to create this level of repercussions. I mean, everything is interconnected, right? Intersectionality, I've been told the academia calls it. But, of course, everyone knows that if you give people food stamps, then they have to vote left, right? I mean, if they do not vote left, then they actually starve. And so they are actually incentivized to continue voting left if the government is the one giving them the food stamps. When in reality, it's not the government, it's the taxpayer, right? So, like, the people that work for a living, they are the ones that cannot send money to their family. Instead, they have to send it on food stamps, as well as the stores that are unprofitable, and they have to also be kept up by the taxpayer money. Huge grift, but, everyone lives in Eastern Europe. They just don't know it yet. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, we'll see each other in the comment section. Take care.